Hey, family. Hey, butterflies. Welcome back. As you see, I'm doing a celebrity reading. Unfortunately, this celebrity reading is about Lisa Marie Presley. We all have heard this sad news about her passing. My condolences to her loved ones. Lisa Marie Presley was an American singer and songwriter. She was the only child of the singer and actor Elvis Presley and actress Priscilla Presley, as well as the sole heir to her father's estate. She was born February the 1st, 1968. She was 54 years old when she had passed. Also, I believe she has three children that are still alive, and one of them had passed. That was her son that had passed some years back. She was once married to Michael Jackson and the American singer. Everybody know who Michael Jackson was. And she was also married once to Nicolas Cage and to another man. He's the one that she had her two twins by. I forgot his name, but it has here Lockwood. Okay. So anyway, my condolences to her family and loved ones. It's not like they're going to see this video, but anyway, when I heard about her passing last night, wow. No, I heard about it this morning, but last night I heard that she went into cardiac arrest. Okay, last night I heard that, and to me that didn't sound good. So I did, do like a little prayer for her, and then of course this morning I heard the news that she had passed. So of course I'm always doing my little private readings. That's what I do, and some things that came out of that reading. Now we all know that sometimes things just happen, but she was very young, and it's not like she had that I know of any health issues. Um, People can have go into cardiac arrest for many reasons, and I didn't know if she was doing drugs. Because too much of that is not good for us either. But there are many reasons that can cause a person to go into cardiac arrest. But I was definitely picking up on depression with her big time. Let me just say that. So when I did my little private reading, some interesting things that came out about her. And I said, you know what? I would like to share this information. Whatever you see in here in this reading concerning the late Marie Presley, Lisa Marie Presley, let me just say that. It is allegedly, it is not facts, and this is for entertainment purpose only. Okay, I have to say that. But anyway, so interesting things that came out in the reading, and one of them was very telling. Something about some kind of business deal, allegedly, that she had taken on with someone, and I was picking up on scam and fraud. Okay, and when people have money, you always gonna have people who gonna want a partnership with you and do business with. But I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what was going on behind the scenes with this sister. But whomever she was doing business dealings with, there was some sinister, on the other person end. Let me just say this: there was some deception, and also I'm picking up she was very depressed. I was picking up on that Lisa was feeling used. That's right, feeling very used when it comes to relationships, and she was feeling quite lonely. But due to self sabotage, you know, 'cause I am picking up on she wasn't using good judgment either. Okay, and it has to do a lot of not operating self love, but due to self sabotage, she was gravitating to the wrong individuals to her that was not really with her for all the right reasons. If you know what I mean. I mean, she's holding that title as the heir of Elvis Presley. Okay, and we talking about money, prestige, title, And I believe that Michael Jackson loved her, but I believe he was not in love with her. Neither was Nicolas Cage in love with her. Neither was her third husband in love with her. You know, they may loved her, and they really, really loved the fact that, she was the heir. Not only was she the heir, but she was the daughter of Elvis Presley, but also she was the heir, if you know what I mean. So you can imagine a lot of vultures, because I also got singled out and targeted. So you can imagine a lot of people that really wanted to get close to her, that really wanted to do business with her, if you know what I mean. But she definitely felt quite used. I picked up on that. So anyway, with this reading, I want to pay homage to her. But first, I want to go over some things that I was picking up about her. Then I'm going to use the Radiant deck, and then I'm going to use another backup deck, and then I'm going to end this reading. Okay. May that sister rest in peace. And she was definitely very, very young. She's only 54 years old. So anyway, let's get with this reading. I'm going to turn this around. I thank you all for your love supporting my channel. This weekend I'm just gonna be doing celebrity readings. Okay, I'm taking a little break from the crime readings and missing person readings. So I'm going to be doing more celebrity readings this weekend. Okay, so sit back, enjoy, and let's get with this reading. Okay. All right, family. I wanted to add this background also. This is pretty much, you know, some information. TMZ, they're always first to know for some reason when it comes to celebrities. It has here Lisa Marie has died according to family sources. TMZ has learned, source tells TMZ. Lisa was pronounced dead at LA area hospital where she was taken after suffering cardiac arrest on Thursday morning. TMZ broke the news. TMZ broke the story. Lisa was rushed to the hospital after her housekeeper. Now, her housekeeper found her, okay? After her housekeeper found her unresponsive at her, what's that word? Hold on. Calabas home. Her ex husband, so his name was Danny, was there and performed CPR. Now that's interesting. So her ex husband was there, okay? Not a husband, but her ex husband was there. Her ex husband, Danny, I forgot his last name, started with a K, was there and performed CPR on her until paramedics arrived and took over. They administered at least one dose of efferent. I cannot pronounce that word. I apologize, but it's some kind of medicine they gave her during resuscitation efforts. We're told EMT were able to regain a pulse before she was transported to the hospital. A rep for Priscilla, that's her mom, presently, Lisa Marie mother tells TMZ Priscilla Presley and the Presley family are shocked and devastated by the tragic death of their beloved Lisa Marie. They are profoundly grateful for the support and love and prayers for everyone and ask for privacy during this very difficult time. All right, I'm through with that. I just wanted to add on to it, okay? So the housekeeper found her, and her so-called ex-husband was there also. Interesting. Because I was picking up on something about a fight, a disagreement. But anyway, I'm going to let the spirit do the talking, okay, family? Now, I had did a private reading earlier, and I just want to share this real quick, if you don't mind. I got used for benefits, and this is how she felt, okay? There are women who don't have the kind of money she has and feel used, especially if you're working and the other individual feel like you got it going on, okay? But anyway, she felt used for benefits, so pretty much she felt used for her money. It's like she felt like, anybody that, she got with, they, she knew deep down inside she was feeling like they weren't really with her genuinely for all the right reasons. According to the spirit, allegedly had depression. So she was experiencing depression. Now this is interesting right here. Now, hopefully, this will come out in the media, and it might not. But let me show this real quick. Update news coming in within 2 or 3 weeks from today. So there will be some update news coming in within 2 or 3 weeks from today about Lisa Marie Presley. Now this is interesting right here. And I'm not surprised because this does happen when it comes to these celebrities. The spirits let me know she had a stalker. And this is interesting too. Being tracked by a device, watching their every move, stalking them. Now, both of these came out when I was shuffling. These two. Hold on, let me show you this. Now, I'm not saying that this so-called stalker person did anything to her, but, when I'm seeing those things in the dark, a lot of times I get those behind the scene, things are playing out, events that are playing out behind the scene. Let me just say that, okay? It has here, hint, the color yellow. It can be the word or it can be the color. Also, the color yellow represents power and control. So I feel like Lisa was feeling very powerless, or she felt like, maybe she losing control about something. Okay, you can't really see it, but it's the color yellow. And then I also saw here, where is it? Guys, this gave me confirmation about that. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a minute. If I can find it. Okay, here it is. Mental entrapment feels powerless, not in their personal power. Take responsibilities in their life. So also I think about a person that's, operating not in good judgment when it comes to decision making, especially when it comes to gravitating to the people or attracting people to them that's not for their highest good, if you know what I mean. So for anyway, according to the spirit, she was experiencing feeling powerless. Or not in her personal power. So that's interesting. And then this came out right here. Give me a minute. Now they did say that her ex-husband was there, right? I don't know if he's still living in the house. Check this out. Fight, not happy at home, unbalanced. And then you know what? The spirit let me know it's more to the story. They might not even, it might be just like another Twitch situation, and they're just going to tell us what they want us to know, but they're not going to tell us exactly what went down. Check this out. Cover up. The truth will not be televised. More to the story. Just the fact I'm seeing this right here is very telling. It is very telling. Now, this is interesting. Betrayal in business dealings. Allegedly. So it just depends on who she was doing business with. Somebody trying to get over on her, steal more of her money, take over. Now let me say this also. When I did a private reading on her last night. Hold on, let me get it right. I did a private reading on her before I did this one. I did 2 readings on her. I did one last night. I did one this morning, and I was getting information saying body was moved. And I'm like, body moved? They said she had cardiac arrest. What is this right here? And then when I did the second private reading on her, this says body disposed of transfer. Transfer means somebody take you from this location and put you in this location. She could have passed in the house, but where at home, okay? It could have happened, for instance, downstairs, and she could have been moved upstairs. whatever the case may be. But I thought this was very interesting. And that's why we're seeing this right here, cover up. See that? And I am not accusing her, ex-husband, but that's interesting that he happened to just be there when she passed. He was there. So that's very telling that he just so happens to be there. That's all I'm saying. Hold on. As you see, I had lit a candle for her. So anyway, so that's interesting. So her ex-husband, he just happened to be there, but he didn't find her. The maid found her. Okay. Or the housekeeper found her. All right, let's continue. Um, it has here, I want the abuse to stop. Now, it just depends on what kind of abuse this is. Is this abuse of power? Now, why did this come out? I don't know. This just says it has a backup phone, has two phones. So a lot of times people have their personal phone, they have their business phone. Or if they're being very secretive, they might have a backup phone for that reason. So anyway, this came out. Excuse me. This came out for whatever reason. It has here, break up, they seek out closure to make sense of what happened. Now, if she was home, who was seeking out closure to make sense of what happened? Did she go to him, or he went to her? It looks like to me that he went to her. He went to go visit Lisa because he was found at her house when she died. He was there. So by him being the ex, he showed up at her home. It says break up, they seek out closure to make sense of what happened. And I'm not accusing him of anything, but it's just interesting how these messages come out. Watch their action. They say one thing and do another. Pay attention to signs. Pay close attention to your environment, people, and dreams. So this is speaking about pay attention to signs in your environment and people who are around you, or that or the environment that you're in. Cause I think about things like who would benefit the most from her death. Okay, other than her family. Now he's the ex-husband, but I'm also wondering did he go into business with her while they were married? Just wondering. It has here victim consciousness. Blame. Okay, I already read that already. I apologize. It has here moving forward, not looking back, moving on. Now this could have been her energy. She was moving forward and not looking back. But someone was seeking closure. Someone was looking back seeking closure. And the fact that he was at her home when she passed, he just happened to show up. Wasn't him that was seeking closure. And then this came out injustice. Now I'm going to tell you why this is coming out. For whatever reason, when it comes to Hollywood, when these so-called celebrities end up passing, to me, they do not do a thorough investigation. That's just me. Okay. It doesn't have to be Hollywood. It can just be, your local city or state. Things happen, and sometimes the authorities can be very lazy because they are piled with all kind of, cases, and some things they just choose to turn a blind eye to, or they can be paid off. Let me just say that it happens. But anyway, or maybe they might just look at this as an open shut case. She's depressed, we'll find out later why she passed. It could be due to, drugs, whatever the case may be. But anyway, going into cardiac arrest, that's definitely serious, okay? So anyway, let's continue. I just wanted to share this with you, family, okay? But I wonder if this is going to come out later. Uh, was she stalked? Because I'm getting, somebody was stalking her too. And majority of these celebrities, they can relate to that, being stalked. And once again, Lisa Marie felt used. Okay, somebody had her feeling like this. Okay, used for benefits, pretty much used for her money, prestige, and power. If you know what I mean. Now this is my game insight deck. I'm gonna put this back in here to see what else come back out, and then I'm gonna start on another deck real quick. Hold up. Divine Spirit to get clarity about the depth of Lisa Marie Presley. What led up to her death. See those things to the dark, bring about some marvelous light, seeking clarity as well as confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Seeking clarity about the depth of Lisa Marie Presley. That's my spirit guides to connect with her spirit guides. Shed light on this darkness surrounding Lisa Marie Presley. What was going on with her behind the scenes before her death? What was going on behind the scenes before her death? This right here says desired, and hold on, let me set this right here. This says desired, hold on. This says desired and sought after, okay? She's someone that a lot of people want to connect with and get close to. And it's not just because of her pretty smile. Let me just say that. It's because of whose she is. Let me just say that. But a lot of people want to connect with her for all the wrong reasons. And she knew this. She wasn't crazy. She knew this. I'm not going to show all the cards. I'm trying to stick to, what stands out to me as far as what led up to her death. My friend is my enemy. And everything I'm showing here is allegedly, okay? My friend is my enemy. Something about a new relationship. And let me say this real quick. This is allegedly what I'm going to say. I kept getting something about her going online. And let me say this. They do have a celebrity online dating site. I didn't know this, but it was somebody I was watching. I don't know if it was Nikki Swift or somebody that has a YouTube blogger, celebrity blogger channel, but they were saying they had mentioned about these celebrities using this online celebrity site. That's how they go by secretly meeting people. So with that being said, I'm not saying that she actually did this, but it came out in my reading. Cause like I said, I don't show everything, okay? But I just wanted to bring that up. Just wanted to bring that up because that came out in my reading. I was like, that's interesting. So according to my spirit, Lisa Marie allegedly was on some kind of celebrity online dating site and probably just having fun. But anyway, new relationship. Heated emotional fight ends turn deadly. I wonder who she was having a heated emotional fight with. Did it say my friend is my enemy? Now that friend can be their ex-husband. They could have ended their relationship on good terms and just, you know, and they could have just been friends because they, do have what, two. Oh, I just thought about that. Wow. That just stood out to me. Her ex-husband, they have two daughters. They have two twins. Interesting. I don't know how young her two daughters are, but if they are still underage, wow. But anyway, heated emotional fight ends turn deadly. Now check this out. Had a fight with their spouse, but she's not married. But her ex spouse just so happened to show up at her home. So remember we saw cover up the truth would not be televised. Deadly heated fight. Now we send the word fight 3 times in here. And I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist and all of that, but I'm sure all that stress building up really affected her. It's 2 times here. And it's right here. And then she could have been under the influence of something also. It has here bipolar disorder, someone who has unusual moods. Check this out. I cannot make this ish up. Caregiver. It can be a parent, grandparent, babysitter, or foster parents. This is a clue. Caregiver. You saw me shuffle the deck, family. This lets you know who was around during the time of her death. Look at that, caregiver. Or who could be playing a part. Let me just say that. Caregiver. Her ex-husband is her children's father. Two of them. The twins. Caregiver. Love is blind. They ignore the signs. Who knows? Maybe he wanted to get back with her. But she probably wanted to move forward. It has here close to home. Monkey see, monkey do. They follow the crowd, very foolish. Phone communication stop. Now this could be for many reasons. Maybe, she just stopped communicating. And he could have, went over there to check on her. Or the communication could have stopped after their so-called, argument. You know what I mean? Okay. Unexpected news on hold, the waiting game. Keeps in touch. Communicate, being secretive. They need to travel and get away. And they said when Lisa was at the Golden Globe award show, they said that I saw a picture of her, and you could tell something was bothering her. She was not looking like herself. She was not looking like herself at all. Okay, let's go again, see what else come out, and then I'll use another deck real quick. I'm gonna set this on top of here, okay? Hold up. I'm gonna set this on top of here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know at least dibble and dabble with drugs or prescription drugs, but she looked like she either had a hangover or she could have been feeling good high on something, but she also looked like her body was there, but her mind was somewhere else. Okay, I've already pre-shuffled. Now pay attention to what come back out. Ooh, hold up, it's ready to fall. I know it. Now, I'm not trying to be no conspiracy theories. Whatever come out is not my opinion. I'm just sharing certain information because my radars kind of went up when I was seeing certain information that came out concerning Lisa, and I'm just sharing. I'm just a messenger, okay? All they telling us is that she went into cardiac arrest, and then they end up getting a pulse and all of that. But when she got to the hospital, she ended up dying, but they're not saying what she died of, or what drugs involved. They're not really telling us too much. Now, look what came back out. Stalker came right back out. Injustice. That lets you know this is going to be an open and closed case. Injustice. And then this says outside. So somebody was outside. Did she have a peeping Tom outside? This is how she was feeling. Used for their money. As well, motive for money and trade. But the key word is for money. Interesting. Feeling lost. This just let me know about Lisa's upbringing, how she has a hole in her soul, hole in the soul, childhood wounds, lose their authentic self. You disconnect from feelings. It just issues stem from her childhood she has not healed from as an adult. The need to say what you mean, feeling vulnerable. I don't know why this came out. Something about an SUV. And this can be the case if she was dealing with a stalker. But we'll never know anything about it, okay? They wish to be alone, feelings of depression and withdrawing. This came out last night also. So, yes, she was feeling depressed. Now, when I say the word joker, that's just another code for suspect or possible suspect, okay? Or anyone that could have been around her that could have caused harm or inflicting any kind of pain on her. Joker, showing no emotion, insensitive to others' feelings. Hopeful, happy, content. But this right here really stands out to me. Injustice. Y'all focus on Elisa Marie Presley. Okay, this is the last time. Hold on. Six. All right, I'm gonna stop right here, okay? It's a lot going on here. If I didn't know any better, I'm gonna reserve my thoughts for right now. Look at this. I want the abuse to stop. So a lot of times, spirit will reveal those things that was going on behind the scenes with the individual, and this could be abuse of power. Why would this come back out? Body disposed of, transfer. Why would this come back out? This lets you know that she was in one location, or she could have died in one location and her body was moved to another location. Pretty much setting the stage, if you know what I mean, to look a certain kind of way, okay? Especially if they wanted to look like, she committed suicide, or she, it just depends on how they found her and what was around her. I don't know what this got to do with it. Has a backup phone, has two phones. This is not Lisa energy. This can be the person of interest, you know, having a backup phone. And when people are secretive, a lot of times they do. Now, why would this come back out? Break up, they seek out closure to make sense of what happened. But they're telling us she died at home. And the only that we know of person that was there was what? The housekeeper and her ex-husband. So was he seeking out closure? Watch their action. They say one thing and do another. Came right back out. Pay attention to signs. Pay close attention to your environment and people. Moving forward, not looking back. It looked like to me, family. She was trying to move forward, and maybe that ex wanted to get back with her. Cause also she was feeling powerless, also for some reason. Not only due to business dealings, but maybe in that marriage she felt powerless in that marriage. Fight, not happy at home, unbalanced. Falling out of love, letting go. See how the messages keep coming back out? Now, finally, the card came out. This lets me know that she was moving on. Met online a man, being secretive, a dating site. Now, it's really more to this, but I'm going to read it. It says, wrong path, now alone, on their own, lost. What stands out to me is she could have been, I think about a person, being in a wide path, and that's the path of distraction that can lead to destruction. Okay, if you're not paying attention to your environment and the people around you, especially if you are distracted on the wrong things or on the wrong individuals. But that's what stands out to me more than anything, okay? She could have been more in that wide path, very distracted. And could have been caught up, if you know what I mean. This right here just says cross path with a stranger. Probably somebody she met, or maybe it could have been a stalker that she could have crossed paths with. This right here says hint the color purple. It can be a word or the color. Now this is interesting right here. This says step parent. You see this? It came out twice. Why would step parent come out? Hold on, let me show you here. You got step parent here. Question step parent. Where's the other one? Step parent. Now, why would step parent come out? And one of them say question step parent. Now, her last husband, she only had 2 children with him. The other children she had are with somebody else. But she had 2 with him, if I'm right. She had 2 with him. And if I'm wrong, correct me with love down below. But I know she has children with him, okay? And that's the one that showed up on the same day, she passed away. But anyway, even though this would be her ex-husband, he's still a step parent to her other children. You get it? Question step parent. The spirit be on it. I'm telling you that right now. The spirit be on it. Look at this. Falling out of love, letting go. Interesting. And I'm not accusing nobody of anything, family. I'm just letting the spirit do the talking. Who knows what really went down, okay? All they telling us is that she went into cardiac arrest. But what could have caused that? Stress can cause that. You fighting, carrying on with people. Especially if you got something in your system that shouldn't be there, that can cause it too. Let me see something. Okay. I'm going to use these 2 and then I'm going to end the reading, okay? Lisa Marie Presley. Seeking clarity about the death of Lisa Marie Presley. Throw things in the dark, bring out the marvelous light concerning Lisa Marie Presley death. Woo. Anything the spirit wants to know concerning Lisa Marie Presley. Yeah, I'm starting to see now some drug use, family. So you can imagine, if drugs were in her system and she could have gotten a heated, deadly, fight or altercation with whomever she had encountered. Okay. You can imagine her going into, cardiac arrest. This right here says future event. And remember, she had attended, I'm sure she attends all kind of, social events. But remember, she had attended that Golden Globe. She attended the Golden Globe meeting up at a social event. I think it was her and her mom. I forgot who else was with her. Now, this what was going on behind the scenes. Embezzlement, fraud, stealing, activity, crime. With this so-called business. Who all was she in business with? Because somebody was trying to steal and take from her. When a friend breaks your trust, no loyalty in them. Stop the threats, harassment, phone, text, communication. Stop stalking me. Tell your ex to back off. Stop the harassments. So it looked like to me, if Lisa was trying to move forward, it looked like that ex was having a hard time moving on. Look at this. Communication with the ex lover. Doing drugs illegal. So there was some drug use also. So this should come out about her having something in her system. History of violence within their family unit. Disharmony. And I truly believe that she felt trapped in that marriage that she was in. That's why she got the hell out. Something about a past or present court order. And see, family, a lot of things be going on with these celebrities we don't know nothing about. Unless TMZ, end up hearing about it, it would be exposed. But other than that, it's a lot of things be going on with these celebrities and we don't know anything about it. And it has here dark practice full moon rituals. So it doesn't really have to be a ritual, but you know how people look at these things when it comes to celebrities. They see everything as a ritual. And I do also. I do, especially when it comes to these celebrities, because in January, it's a certain season, but it is ritual time to tell you the truth. So she won't be the only one. There's going to be a lot of other ones, dropping this year. I hate to say it, but anyway. Also, I think about the moon card. I think about I think about deception. Okay, somebody being very secretive, a lot of deception going on, and also a lot of things could have jumped off, in the evening hours when the sun started to set, or at night. Interesting, 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 interesting. Ooh. I think I'm gonna stop here because I have to use another deck and then I'm gonna end this reading. I love my family, trying to protect them from outside enemy. And we did see the stalker card. Okay. This is no accident. Now this speaks about the authorities when cause this is a this is a death of a celebrity, okay? So it has here too many egos full of their own importance, think they are better than the other. No one voice matters but theirs, not listening, slow, no progress, authorities. So they just let us know that when it comes to authorities figures, it's a lot of egos and nobody's really listening to each other. when it comes to, investigating the situation. Past event. Had a decision to make, didn't use good judgment. And if she was doing any kind of drugs, and if drugs is found in her system, allegedly, she could have had a little too much in her system. Not so much of overdose, but still too much in her system. They just say body will be found, but they found her body, okay? Yeah, they found her body. Unfortunately, they're saying that, this happened at home. When standing out makes you targeted, all eyes on you, envy, jealousy surrounds you. Clue, the word bathroom. Now, question, where was she found? Was she found in a bathroom or somewhere else? I say that because, this is a clue. This is a clue. Did something happen in the bathroom and she was transferred somewhere else? Or did they find her in the bathroom or somewhere else? This is definitely a clue, the bathroom. When a friend sabotages you, you're caught off guard. Who is this friend? Is it an ex? I don't know what this means. I haven't heard anything about any kind of carjacking. All we know is that this happened at home, but it is the key words that I look for. 'Cause a lot of times these messages come out because it's speaking about something else. It says carjacking, okay? Then it says or being lured to do something or to go somewhere else, okay? So I'm not getting a hit on no carjacking. But what stands out to me is because it says carjacking and then it says or being lured to do something or to go somewhere else. That's what's standing out to me more than anything. Whatever that means. All right, I'm going to use my Hollywood deck and I'm going to end this reading. I want to see something real quick. Before I use my Hollywood deck, I want to see something real quick, okay, family? I want to use the shadow deck real quick. This will help us to get an idea of those shadow energies that was going on with Lisa Marie. Shout out to Divine Vision. I want to use this real quick. It will help us get an idea about the events that was playing out behind the scenes that was going on with Lisa Marie. Divine Spirit seeking clarity about Lisa Marie Presley. Seeking clarity about those shadow. Seeking clarity about those shadow energies that was going on with Lisa Marie or anyone that you'd like to get close to her. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, remember we saw the card. Remember we saw the card that someone was seeking closure. Because somebody was moving forward. And I truly believe that was Lisa Marie. Okay? But somebody felt like this. Rejection. Somebody felt like this. Now, we saw the word stalker. We also saw that she was moving forward and seeing somebody else. And we also saw, well, we also saw the word stepfather, okay? And caregiver. That's still telling me about the, her ex-husband. We have here abandonment issues. Not everybody, but most people who have abandonment issues, they are control freaks, very domineering. And remember, she felt powerless. A lot of times when people are with individuals and they feel powerless, it's because they're dealing with a control freak. Addiction is playing a part. Find spiritual clarity about those shadow aspects that was going on with Lisa Marie and anyone that could have influenced her or affected her. Spiritual clarity about those shadow aspects that was going on with Lisa Marie before her death. I got here boredom. This is someone who's longing for change, feeling very restless. Whew, my goodness. Hold up. I got feeling empty. So she was not in a good place at all. She was not in this is someone who feels like powerless. They can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And we already see she's feeling very depressed, okay? For whatever reason. I hear, now, why would complacency show up? This is someone who's unaware of danger. Anxiety. So something had her feeling like this. Whether it be the drugs, allegedly, that could have been in her system, too much of it, as well as arguing, that added on to it, being upset, being emotionally upset. The word lustful. Feeling ashamed. Now, all of this is allegedly, but the spirit is letting me know these are some of those shadow aspects that were going on with Lisa. Okay? So obviously she wasn't feeling good about herself at all. And also, when it comes to those shadow energies of hers, Lisa was not facing her issues. Whatever was going on with her, she needed to heal. And, even though I could still see her trying to move forward, she still had a lot of baggage and a lot of issues that stemming from her past on up to, childhood on all the way up to adulthood that was affecting her big time, okay? So you could tell, obviously, she was struggling with self-love. Or not feeling good enough. Because she was feeling like, the reason, these men really interested in her, they're not really with her for the right reasons. She wasn't feeling like she was good enough. It was just pretty much, oh, you with me just for my money. Manipulation. Conflicted. Depression. So she was experiencing anxiety and depression. Woo. Betrayal. Rage. Cold. Or she was dealing with a cold individual. Arrogance. And what I'm doing, I'm asking the spirit, what were those shadow aspects that was going on with Lisa Marie or around her before her death. So a lot of these energies are not hers. It can be the person that she had encountered that caused her to be emotionally upset and all over the place. Hold on. I got defensive, feeling helpless, aloof. That's someone that's very distant. And when it comes to addictions, there are all kind of addictions. You got drugs, alcohol, as well as you got sex addictions. Let me just say that because this is standing out to me more than anything. Hold on. This right here. Okay, I'm gonna use the last deck. I'm gonna end this reading. I'm not trying to make her look in a bad light, family. Remember, all of this is allegedly, so I'm not trying to make her look in a bad light at all. Okay. I'm gonna use my celebrity deck. I'm gonna end this reading. My spirit seeking clarity about Lisa Marie Presley, way up to her death. Anything spirit wants to know concerning Lisa Marie Presley. Anything spirit wants to know concerning Lisa Marie Presley. Spirit wants to know concerning Lisa Marie Presley. Okay, so far, I'm gonna leave this right here. Hold on. So far, this is how she was feeling, okay? Allegedly. Being used by the industry and undervalued. That means people are constantly trying to, you know, cleave to her or, attach themselves to her, for their selfish gain, shall I say. They feel helpless and trapped by the demands of the industry. So that's where that word helpless come from. This is interesting right here. Detoxing, and we did see the addiction card, all right? Detoxing, backing off from people or unhealthy substance. So this speaks about detoxing. So if she was doing drugs, it could be a past energy, maybe something that she was, did in the past, and she, at that place trying to move forward and, backing off, not only from toxic people, but also from unhealthy substance as well. So if that's the case, drugs should not be in her system. Just saying, unless she was drugged. And please know, when people know you have an addiction, family, they can easily sabotage you and make it look like something of your doing because you have a history of it. So that's interesting for that to come out. So I'm gonna read that again. Being used by the industry and under hold on, being used by the industry and undervalued. So she wasn't feeling appreciated at all. She felt unvalued. Detoxing, backing off from people or unhealthy substance. They feel helpless and trapped by the demands of the industry. Interesting. Okay, let me continue to shuffle. Seeking Clarity by Lisa Marie Presley. Seeking Clarity by Lisa Marie Presley. Having surgery to improve their looks, wants new look. Having more plastic surgery done. Allegedly, had she not passed away, it looks like in the near future she was planning on having more surgery done. For what, I don't know, but that's what they do. They got the money, so they constantly trying to improve themselves, trying to change, something that they don't no longer like about themselves. Okay, I'm going to end it here. A lot of personal things came out, family, and my butterflies know there's some truth in my reading. I am not here trying to make the sister look bad at all. She's not here to um, defend herself, her honor. This is my Hollywood deck, and please know, you name it, I have it in here, okay? But a lot of personal things did come out in this reading. So let me say this again. Disclaimer. Whatever you see in here in this reading concerning the late Lisa Marie Presley, it is not facts, it is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. They know that they are being talked about. They are so unbothered. So you can say this is how she felt when she was alive. She was unbothered by people talking about her. Or you can say this is how she feels now because, the cares of this world is no longer her concern, okay? And we all know this to be true. We did see the message saying, moving forward. Remember that? We saw moving forward. So she was moving forward, family. Brighter days ahead, things in life situation. So it's like she was looking forward, you know, um, she was moving forward, as far as in a positive way. All right. Putting those things behind her as far as brighter days ahead. It has here they are committed at this time. It just depends on what this means. Was she committed in her new relationship or she was committed as far as, getting on track and like the message said, detoxing from people as well as from substance. At this time, they are not growing spiritually. All spiritual path, low vibrational. Detoxing, backing off from people or unhealthy substance. So as you see, there are different timelines here, okay? This is the second time this came out, detoxing. So keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind if we hear anything about drug use. If she was doing it like she was backing off. They feel helpless and trapped by the demands of the industry. I can't make this up. Death. Now listen, the spirit is talking. You see right here on the top and bottom, it says suicide. Suicide on the top, suicide on the bottom. But pay attention to what the middle is saying, okay? It's very important. Suicide, not true. This is what they want you to believe. So she's saying she didn't kill herself. Isn't that interesting? So if it come out that she did this and she did that due to self-sabotage, killing herself, she's saying, I didn't, do this to myself. Poor business deal. Pay me what you owe me. Question contracts. And we did see something about embezzlement. Somebody she was working with was getting over on her, doing a whole lot of stealing. Sacrifice. Now the sacrifice and ritual cards are coming out. Sacrifice and rituals. So pretty much somebody sacrificed her. But remember, according to the spirit, her body was moved. And the way they got her body positioned, they're going to have a position like she committed suicide. Ritual time coming up. Being threatened. I wonder who is threatening her. The person that she was in business with. Being humiliated, feels embarrassed. So you know what? For me to see this right here, somebody could have been threatening her as far as somebody could have had something on her. Who knows? Maybe they could have had her in an uncompromised position on videotape. Allegedly. Payoff. Question company payoff. Not to speak up on secrets. Now, who knows? This stalker could be part of, the industry hitman. Who knows? Who knows how the industry works when they're trying to get rid of somebody? But they're good with covering up. Someone in their circle, betrayal. Something about in the near future. Question in the near future. Well, what I think about is who all is going to benefit from her death. It's one thing for her mom and her children, but I mean, who else going to benefit? Because she's worth more deceased than alive. I'm just going to show it to you. This is allegedly, okay? But we did see the addiction card and we saw the lustful card. And that's the one that, when it comes to the flesh, they are weak in that area. And also a lot of people, when it comes to those shadow aspects of them and they want to put a band-aid on their issue, they don't want to feel nor heal, so they use drugs and alcohol. A lot of times they get with people and this can happen. Allegedly. I'm through this reading. Rest in power, Lisa Marie. You are loved and you will be missed. My condolences to her family. Thank you for watching, family. Much love to Lisa Marie. This is my reading on her, and may she rest in power. Her cares of this world is over with. and she is unbothered when people saying about her. Please know that.